Most women have two face. Sharp Game here, coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com, author of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. So yeah, there's a lot of guys out here that they just have a preconceived notion that quote good women are supposed to be a certain type of way. And it's not like that in most cases. Most guys think that a good woman is supposed to be a certain type of way. They have a certain type of image or vision of the woman that they want. And she's supposed to behave a certain type of way. She's supposed to carry herself a certain type of way. She's supposed to dress a certain type of way. She's supposed to raise kids a certain type of way. She's supposed to take care of the household a certain type of way. And I can go on and on and on. But I'm here to tell you that that's kind of delusional. I never really seen it happen that way. I always tried to look at people, women, how they are. I just tried to accept them for who they are. And if I couldn't do that, I would just move on. And this is why a lot of guys get caught off guard. And this is why a lot of guys have a hard time understanding women. They don't understand women. And this is when they get into name calling. They get into name calling when they get all into their feelings, because they don't understand. Because they want women to be what they want women to be. And that's the problem. That's why you have a lot of guys online or making videos whining and complaining and crying and begging women and negotiating with women and chasing women. See, the more you understand human nature, the nature of women, the better your experience will become. And I'm a product of that. And I've proven that to be true over the past 25 years. Now, I'm not saying all of your experience is going to be great with every woman you meet. Of course not. You're always going to have at least one bad apple from time to time. But overall, your experience is going to be pretty well, or better than most, I should say. And see, when dealing with women, you have to understand where you fall in at. Because there's some women want you for sex, and some women want you for long-term relationships. So if a woman wants to get to know you, spend more time with you, maybe she asks more intimate questions, she wants to introduce you to her friends and family, well, that tells you right there she's planning long term. Now, if all you have to do is show up and smash, well, that tells you right there you're just for sex. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with that. Now, if you don't want that, well, you can move on. Because there's some women that I've met at the time, I didn't want what they wanted, and I just move on. And there's nothing wrong with that. You have free choice here in the United States of America. That's perfectly fine. But you have to understand that a lot of women are not going to display their sexual desires in certain environments. In her social life, at the job, She's with her girlfriends, chilling with the family. She's going to put on a different presentation, so to speak. She's not going to talk about her fetishes that she might have, or maybe she's in the what we call the underworld, sexual world, where it's like people explore their fantasies and fetishes or whatever. She's not going to talk about that around her friends and family, because in her mind, at least in society's point of view, that's not ladylike, and she doesn't want to be judged. But at the same time, some of her girlfriends, at least one of them, they have the same fetishes and fantasies as well, but they're probably more than likely never going to talk about it, and you have to understand that. So if you've been following me for a while, I have a friend. She's an older woman. She's much older than me, I should say. But if you was to meet this woman, you would be like, man, she seems like a nice person, and she is. I mean, she's a wonderful woman. I mean, she's a beautiful woman. As a matter of fact, physically, when she walks through the door, everybody's looking. That's how beautiful she is. She's a beautiful woman. She's a loving, supportive, nurturing, family woman. Everything. She's probably everything I could ever want in a woman, but she's older than me. That's the only thing. But there's one thing that caught me off guard with her, and I had to kind of put that to the side because I didn't want to judge her, and that's the only thing. And the thing is, like, with all her great qualities that she has, but every once in a while she has to go to a swingers party. Now, she told me this, and when she told me this, I was kind of caught off guard, and I think she kind of did this just to see how I would respond. But I didn't judge her, because like I said, I didn't know, she didn't reveal this to me until months later. This is like maybe a year later or something like that. So I said, hey, you know what? With all your, great qualities and everything, and I've known you for a while, I can't judge you, because that's the only thing. I mean, when I say she's supportive, I'm talking about if I call her right now and say, hey, I got this going on, that going on, could you come out and support me or whatever, she would break her neck. She would go above and beyond the call of duty to make time to make it happen so she could come out and support me. That's the type of person she is, right? So it's like, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. I just couldn't let that go. And I say all that to say this: you're not going to find a perfect woman out here. You're not going to find the woman that has all the qualities that you want. There's an old saying that goes like this: you can't play in the mud without getting dirty. We live in the United States of America. Now, women, they do stuff from time to time. Not all the time. But let's just take the best women you know, or at least the women that you have respect for. They do stuff from time to time that you're not gonna like. And you have to accept that. Because that's just how it is. You're not gonna find a perfect woman. You might find the right woman for you. But she's not gonna be like Mother Teresa. You know, she 9 times out of 10 before you met her, she done something that's in the closet that she don't want to let out the closet. That's just how it is. You know, but you just have to understand how the nature of women. So it's like you can't use logic all the time in relationships. If that was the case, most guys wouldn't get no play, including myself. You know, you can't look at everything with logic. You can't, especially with women. I mean, they're already emotional you know, anyway. So if you try to use logic and make sense of how women operate, you're going to give yourself a headache. That doesn't work. I mean, this is why a lot of guys say, hey man, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense why she's with him. Now the reason why she's probably with him, because he knocked her back out. And that just could be it. That's his job. He's fulfilling her need, her wants, her fantasies, her pleasures. Now she might get now here's the deal with a lot of women. They'll get with the guy, the husband, or the guy that she's planning to be with. Now here's something that I disagree with, but this happens a lot. She'll get with the guy, get married to the guy, but she won't get down and dirty in the sack with her husband as she would with the guy on the side. Now, I disagree with that, but it is what it is. Now the reason why she won't get down and dirty with her husband or her boyfriend is because she's afraid that if she turns him out, or if he finds out that she has a fetish or some type of fantasy, she's afraid that he's gonna go out and do some wild shit too. That's why a lot of women they'll have the guy that they're in a long-term relationship with, they kind of hold back with him. But the guy that's on the side, they don't hold back with him, because the guy on the side is strictly for sex. I disagree with that, but that's how it usually works out in most cases. You know, it's very few experiences that I've had that I felt like she was all in 100%. She wasn't holding back. As a matter of fact, there's some women that I've been with, I had to kind of coach them up. I had to kind of get them out of their shell, because I could tell they were holding back. And a lot of times it's because they don't want to be judged. Because let's just be honest. If a woman is doing things sexually that's kind of over the top, she learned that through practice. I mean, she didn't just start doing that with you. And see, that's the thing that a lot of women, they worry about, because they don't want to be judged. So what they'll do is hold back because of that fear. But if you as a guy can get her to relax and get her comfortable with you, then that won't happen. She won't hold back. But you just have to know where you stand in relationships with women. Are you the guy for sex, or you the guy for long-term relationships? And either one, it's not wrong with it. It's not wrong with it. But you just have to realize that women wear two faces. I would say most people wear two faces. Guys too. They wear two faces. Not saying they're two-faced, but they wear two faces. They go to work. They come home. You know, they're around their friends. They're not the same. They don't act the same. They don't talk the same. And that's just how it is. So you just have to understand that and accept that, and don't run yourself crazy. That's all I'm saying. So hey, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, share it, check out my Patreon by clicking the link below this video. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.